Okay, this tutorial is for how to use EasyBib to create a nonfiction argument essay. First things first, let's go over to the classroom and find the folder for essay number 3. First things first, we got to pick a topic. Let's look at some of these topic ideas. Okay, so I've looked down all these really interesting nonfiction topics that I could study, and I decided that for the purposes of this tutorial, we're going to take a look at solar flares. I've logged into EasyBib and I'm go to my projects. Now y'all are going to create a new project on whatever topic you'll be writing about. But let's go down here and let's open up solar flares, and let's go ahead and open the bibliography. Same thing will happen when you create a topic. And when we have that, now we see that I've already had some entries in here, and I've done a little bit of research on solar flares already and added those to the bibliography. Now let's run out to the internet and grab some more. Look what I found, y'all. This article is interesting. It explains the controversy about solar flares. Some people say that solar flares are no big deal. They're never going to affect our planet. Anything that they do affect is so minor. Alright, so we're going to write an argument essay where we find out if that's true or not. And we take a stand one way or another. Do we agree that solar flares are no big deal, or do we think that solar flares are an important scientific phenomena that need funding for research or need some attention paid? Alright, so I found this article on science.com. Y'all, this is a motherload of possibility. There are so many articles in here on solar flares, but I found one that's a really good essay if I want to say that yes, solar flares are a problem. We have an author, we have a publishing date, and we have an interesting article about the sun and about what's going on, and links to other pieces of information and so forth. This is a good citation. So I'm going to go ahead and copy the URL. I'm going to run back over to EasyBib and I'm going to cite it right now. Okay, and you can see where I've added this article to my bibliography. Now when I did the bibliography, when I got to the section where I needed to check all of the fields, I needed to add his name, and I added the date that this was published so that I make sure that I have a good solid reference. Okay, let's run out and find out something else. Okay, now that I'm all excited about this topic and I know about the controversy and I know that this is something that I can take aside, I can answer a question. Why are solar flares a threat to humans? And are they a threat to humans? Now I went ahead and I looked up solar flare definition. I'm going to find out what it means, and I'm going to find one of these sites that really gives me some good information. I'm not going to go to ask.com. I can't go to Wikipedia. I can start there, but those are not going to be credible sources, so why even waste my time starting there? So I'm going to find us a good definition. Okay, this is a short article that explains what a solar flare is. And this is excellent. I have found something that tells me some information about my topic without having to read 455 pages. So, would you look at that? That's what's going on. So this gives me some information and it has some links. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cite this page and I'm going to keep this document, and I want to make sure that I copy and paste this information so that I know where to refer to for my definition of what my terms are. Okay, and you can see that I added that to my bibliography, so I now have that on the list. Now I'm going to go back and forth from a Word document that I made up back over to my bibliography in EasyBib to answer these questions. What is a solar flare? Are they a threat to Earth? And is the government giving enough money? And that's how I'm going to go ahead and develop this plot. I'm going to go all the way through this theme and find information and plug information back and forth and back and forth. Get quotes from these sources, put them in the Word document, note where they came from so that I make sure I don't plagiarize, and that's how I can easily use EasyBib to help with my essay. Fun, huh?